Right now, and another important thing of statistics is actually samples and surveys, and is constructing questions that ask specific things that you want to know. Now, the first two that show up are the qualitative and the quantitative variety. Okay, now qualitative are characteristics. Okay, so for example, if you're asking someone about characteristics, what color people have blonde hair, that type of thing. That would be a qualitative. Well, no, sorry, not number of people. Who has blonde hair? And that would be a characteristic, so that would be qualitative. Quantitative would be what's your shoe size. So it can be measured numerically. Okay, so that's the difference between qualitative and quantitative. So that's the really easy part to work with right here. Okay, now the next thing is between these two, univariate and bivariate. Okay. Okay, so if you're looking at univariate, you're looking at one where you just have to look at one variable and one data entry. Okay, bivariate would just be two data entries. Okay, so that's something really simple. So like for example, univariate, how fast did you go in track today? That would be univariate. You're just getting speeds and just working with it that way. Where bivariate was how fast did you go in track today? And also, what was the temperature outside at the exact time you were going that fast? That would be a two data entry type thing. So that would be bivariate. You're looking for a relationship between the two. Okay. All right. Now, the big thing that we definitely want to take a look at is population and sample. Now, population can be the population of the U.S., could be the population of your town, could be the population of your school, the population. As you can see, I'm getting smaller, but I'm including everyone within a subset. Stuff. It could be the population of your class, could be the population of your home, could be the population of dogs in your neighborhood, whatever. As long as you're including all of them within whatever set of information you have, that is a population. Now, if you are looking at a population and you find out that it's too expensive to get everyone or to get all the information, you just want to do a sample, then that would be a sample. Okay, so sample is a smaller subset of it. Okay, so basically if you can put your group or your population into something that looks like this, and then you want to take a small subset of that, and you're just going, I just want a smaller subset, then that's called a sample. Okay, something pretty simple like that. All right, now there are different ways of how to actually get that information across, and the type of sampling method you can use. You would just do random, which you just randomly ask people in the population at general. You could go systematic. Then so that would be like you just select a number n at random, and then you would ask every nth person that. So like let's say that your number was 7, so you would ask every 7th person you came across the question for your survey. Okay, stratified. Stratified would actually be something where you take your group and you break them up into groups. You could probably have like the 18 to 20-year-olds, the 21 to 30-year-olds, and so on and so on. And you would just break them up into groups, and then you would do a systematic type of thing. So it'd be stratified and systematic in the way you ask questions. Okay, so that's kind of cool how that works. Now, the type of questions you need to worry about are bias questions. Bias questions are questions where when you ask it, it contains assumptions that may or may not be true. Bias can influence opinion and can make one answer seem better than another. Survey questions must be carefully worded to avoid bias. Okay, so for example, let me see. What do you think, like a question, a sample of a survey question would be, how boring is your math class? That is a biased question because it already implies that math is already boring, so you're going to go, oh, it's so boring. On a scale of 1 to 10, it's like an 11. and stuff. Whereas a better question to ask in a survey would be, what would you rate your math class based on a number scale from 1 to 10, of 1 being exciting to 10 being totally boring, or sorry, to 10 being not exciting. And the language I avoided, there was a lot of language that I actually avoided in that to give you an unbiased problem that would actually work with what you're trying to find, which is, how many people find the math class boring or not. Okay, all right. Samples and surveys need to be followed. This one's going to be a lot of memorization for, but if you really like this, statistics down the road is stuff that deals with this. Okay, it's huge. It works quite a bit. Okay, and in statistics, we actually go more in depth into each one of these as to finding out the differences between the bivariate and the univariate data, and just work with it that way. Okay, but that's it for samples and surveys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.